How do we begin this episode?
Ah, let's see how today's one goes.
This thing is always really a struggle. I don't know. We should
we should
we should do what?
we should work on an intro. We've been saying this thing for like
For like I don't know, 10 episodes now.
and
11 episodes
eventually we
now.
will. But for now,
Yeah, big. Let's
take us
just.
as we are.
So
This
this
is
is
another
another
episode
episode
of
of NTD,
NTD, a
a podcast
podcast
by
by
Dixon
Dixon
and
and
Doja.
Doja.
I am. Who am I?
I don't know, Doja?
You must be Dixon.
Yeah, something like that.
In this episode, we're going to be talking about I love bloody things.
Yes.
Speaking of bloody, happy Easter. Like, are we supposed to be happy during Easter?
Happy Good Friday.
Do you say happy Good Friday? Like,
Merry Good Friday. I don't think people greet on Good Friday. I think they're meant to be sober.
yeah, the Lord just died.
Just greet, just.
But I actually thought like the Easter was this Sunday.
They should say Easter Sunday. No,
Yes.
just not like okay, this is Easter period, right?
Mm.
But then Friday is Good Friday.
Yeah.
Saturday is the day of consecration. I don't know. Please, that's not a real thing.
Are
Please.
you a
Then
Christian?
what do you mean by that?
I
Then
was
Sunday
curious.
is now the Easter Sunday.
Mm.
That's the day they now celebrate
Is it not Monday that's Easter Monday?
resurrection. Dixon, please. That thing you're about to say.
No, I just want to know. It's
What
like
you-
not
It's
after 3
Easter
days.
Monday now.
It's Easter Monday. That's the Monday after the resurrection.
I'm believing so.
But the resurrection happened on Sunday.
That's what we know.
Like,
That's what we've come to agree with.
like according to the text, it's like 3 p.m.
Deep breath.
The Lord dies
Okay.
on Friday.
All right.
So 1 day, Saturday.
Okay.
2 days, 3 p.m. Sunday.
Mhm.
But like, you know.
See, the thing is that from Friday to Sunday, 3 days, and the opportunity to celebrate, as
Yeah.
believers together.
Yeah.
Just what is perfect to do it on Sunday.
Oh,
I-
yeah.
I think that's
yeah.
just that's just
Yeah,
why.
I totally agree. I mean, who am I? You know?
Yes, of course you agree.
Speaking of, and we have not said, I think it's Ramadan is like, how do we greet our Muslim listeners?
No, let me not say what I'm not meant to say.
Okay.
Just keep quiet.
We greet you.
We greet
Oh.
you. Greetings to you.
This is a very serious thing. You know, we greet you all. Yes.
Yes. Full stop.
So,
Thank
moving on to what we want to talk about.
Yeah.
We want to talk about a lot of bloody things.
On today's episode.
Bloody things. I mean, the title of the episode is like literally blood or water.
Yeah.
Blood or water? You blood or water?
What do I know? Blood
What
water.
sounds like I'm
Is it a
offering you
drink?
blood or water.
Coffee or tea.
Coffee or tea, blood or water. Well, the I don't think it's an aphorism. The what's it called? The figure of speech comes from like blood is thicker than water
I
is,
think blood is family.
and
Sorry.
water is
Friends.
not family.
I don't know.
No. Actually,
Mm.
so I found something interesting about like the etymology of the phrase "blood is thicker than water." I mean, obviously, like now, what they mean is what we mean when we say "blood is thicker than water" is that family relationships, familial relationships are stronger than other relationships, like
Okay, I wasn't
familial
totally wrong
bonds.
now.
No, you're not wrong. Like so other connections, friendships, boom, 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 is not as strong as familiar relationships.
Mm.
However, in the like etymology of the phrase, the full thing actually said that the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. That is to say, the opposite of what it actually means today. That
That's the water of the
womb is, of course, when ladies' water breaks. Yeah, so it's like that.
that one is now stronger than
No, yeah, that covenant, like blood covenants, like covenants that are formed based on like sworn oaths. That time they'll use blood to symbolize jigget, the swearing and all of that, like the way they do in like in fraternities and all. So that bond is stronger than the bonds that you form, that you have with your, like, your siblings and your parents and your family relatives. So it means, like, it meant the opposite of what it means now. Like, it was just shortened over the, shortened over the age. And this dates back to, like, the medieval Europe, medieval times.
Were you born there?
Oh, you get to say that.
Yes. And I said proud.
You get to say that. Cool. So, but I like that spin to it makes us think. This one is not me. I know deep am. Maybe me deep am. You get. It's just what we say now as opposed to what it usually meant. So it begs the question, like, which is stronger
now,
blood or water? And to x-ray the situation, we decided to look at it from, like, the African context, right? And we had, like, so many examples we have some examples in movies, but, like, we selected, like, 3 of our favorite movies from, like, the last 2 years. So yeah, from the last 3 years to talk about it. Yeah, do you want to tell us which movies those are? Why are you breathing in like
the
that?
first one on the list? Drum rolls.
Okay, I don't have, like.
Let's learn to improvise.
Yeah.
The first one on the list is Brotherhood.
Ooh.
Brotherhood, the movie
directed by Jade Oshibaru.
Yes.
Right. I think there are 2 movies in there that were directed by Jade Oshibaru. The second is
Gangs of Lagos.
Between Brotherhood and Gangs of Lagos, which do you prefer?
Gangs of Lagos.
Why?
Definitely.
Because the blood is thicker there.
No, actually, Gangs of Lagos was more intense than Brotherhood. Was a little okay. No.
What do you mean? We'll talk about it now. We'll talk about the intensity.
And then the final one is, you may or may not be expecting this one, Blood Sisters.
That's the one that carries blood in its title.
Yeah.
Blood Sisters.
Nancy Simi and Inidima.
Okuje, yeah. So obviously these 3 movies have blood and water in common.
I don't mean blood and water. I mean, like, situations between family and friends.
Yeah.
Family and other relationships.
Yeah. But he also had blood inside.
They actually had
literal blood inside now.
Actual
and
blood.
Water.
What do you mean water? They drank. Well, I don't get it.
Oh God. Okay. Which of the movies do you prefer? Like, which is on the top? Like on a 3, 2, 1, right? Which would you place that?
It's only Brotherhood and Gangs of Lagos are in the same category. Like, if you want to rank.
Why do you say that?
Because Blood Sisters was not. There was it was not the same kind of
blood and water
violence.
Oh no! Don't worry about. Wait, is it that you like violence?
No, I don't like violence.
Why are you giving me answer in bedroom voice?
Okay.
Speak up.
So
is it that you like violence?
No, I don't like violence. I try just watch those movies because they're Nigerian movies. Normally, I won't see them.
So why are you now rating, like, Blood Sisters in a different category, like in different category from, like, the other 2?
It's in my head. I can't remember what.
They contain the same blood. They contain the same, like, blood institutions.
But they were not. In Gangs of Lagos and Brotherhood, they were like
same loyalty that, like, needs to be.
Killings.
Okay.
On the road where they would not be. People would just see
killing
blood.
the role Demi played is massive, in my opinion.
Where?
Because, like, that's, like, one big win for the fight against husband or wife beaters, wife abusers. So.
Well, I really, really enjoyed Blood Sisters. Like,
I like the idea that they split it into 4 episodes instead of trying to.
Yeah, I'm trying to merge it into one
long far movie like King of Boys.
What?
King of Boys was like 3 hours 15 minutes. Oh, you did not know the original King of Boys?
Like the first one.
Yeah. What? You don't know that? King of Boys was long now. King of Boys was as long as Avengers Endgame.
Are you sure?
Was it that good? You want to check your phone?
I didn't take note of it.
Oh, really?
I don't even know if
we can look
right
it
now,
up
I can't
later.
remember if I've watched
King of Boys, the original King of Boys. We reserve it for another episode. Right? We have a lot to talk about on those future episodes. But you've not done your 3, 2, 1 ranking.
Okay, yeah, that's what we're. Um, so I think Blood Sisters will top it.
Really?
Yeah, then
Why? Because like it's girl power. Women, right? Why does it
it's
tickle you a lot?
a girl power.
Why does it tickle you a lot?
Hey, no, I knew that's what you're going to say, but
You
no,
knew? Are you sure you knew what I was
no,
going to say?
that's not why.
Okay.
It's not because it's girl power. It's just because there was a lot. There was the part where they killed Amy. There was also the part where they were trying to run away, and then someone was trying to. Then that part of that part I thought was unnecessary actually. That part of the that guy that organ harvester.
Okay.
I was like,
Why do you think it was unnecessary? Although, like, there are scenes, like, I just think there's some scenes that were lengthy. But I don't think that organ harvester,
why was it
yes.
there?
I don't know, things happen in life.
Okay, so
You know,
random passage.
yeah, but like, it was a filler.
Okay,
I agree that it was a filler. Like, I agree with you that it was a
all
filler.
right, it
Like,
was a
bro,
filler. So I don't know. I just liked it. I like the acting was proper. That's one movie where Nancy Sime has actually done really good. Like that's
what do you mean
wait,
the
wait,
one
wait.
movie where she has done really good?
Not
Come
like
on,
no
she's
wait, calm down, calm down. And I'm not. This is no shade to Nancy Sime, but like I've mentioned this before in this podcast that her acting to feel like acting, but like that was one
okay
movie where her acting did not feel like acting.
for real.
Yeah, it was. See, that's Nancy Sime. That's the Nancy Sime, not Nancy
Mm-hmm.
Sime of
Have you
Cambly,
seen
the whole 30 yards.
Gambili?
Yes,
And you think that the
yes,
acting there was like acting?
yes. Even this, there was
Okay.
this superstar movie too. The acting was definitely acting. The Raz guy, all of them acting. Anyway, that's.
I mean, I think that because of how much like I like the baby, I don't
You
want
know,
to readily agree. But I see what you guys are saying,
Joker
right?
Dimis will
Like,
kill me. Like if she
sorry.
hears this thing, Joker Dimis will kill
Oh,
me.
she
Yes,
likes Nancy.
yes.
Okay, yeah, that makes the two of us. And there's
But
another listener that has been reaching out to that likes Nancy.
let's see.
I see
I like
her
Nancy
story.
too.
Yeah.
Honestly, like really, I do. I actually like
It's
seeing her,
calm. It's
but
calm.
that's
So
just my
yeah,
honest opinion.
but
So
she did a
yeah,
great job with
yeah,
Blood
all that,
Sisters.
and then
I
in
badu
Dima too,
I
stellar
badu the
actress.
acting was
Right. So following that
would
is
be
Gangs of Lagos.
really why
Yes,
not Brotherhood?
because it's Gangs of Lagos.
I don't know. I don't know what you mean.
As the point is that this is my own ranking.
Okay.
When I'm done, you rank your own.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Gangs of Lagos because
Yeah.
Gangs of Lagos had more things. Not more things. No, I'm not. No, I'm not even looking
Yeah.
for.
So
I know
it's
it
so
sounds like I'm looking
twisted.
for plot twists. I'm looking for
Yeah.
plenty things.
But
Right?
like Gangs of Lagos had it when it came to like plot twist. I loved it. It had it.
Yeah.
The tragedy was even palpable. Was even much more
Yes,
palpable than
yes.
Blood Sisters.
I actually like
I loved the
at some point I
tragedy.
wanted to cry. That part where
They killed what
Chike.
what was that his name again? Pana Avi.
Yes, that was his stage name.
Stage name.
Pana was his stage
But
name.
Gift was no Gift is Susu.
Gift is
Was
Susu.
Susu. Ah
I can't remember.
Ify the
If
collector,
If
mommy. I like that.
Yeah,
I
that
like
was
that.
it.
I like that part.
So
Where the mommy was telling him, Ify the collector, and he was and his Igbo accent came out. I loved it. Fun fact though, Brotherhood was shot after Gangs of Lagos. Like Gangs of Lagos was shot first. I think I've said this before. Like
the brother would come out for Gangs of Lagos.
Brotherhood came out before Gangs of Lagos, but Gangs of
Are you
Lagos was
serious?
shot before Brotherhood. Yeah.
What year did brother would come out?
Brotherhood came out in 2022. I think beginning of 2022 or 2021 even.
God.
Yeah, I think
I just
so.
watched it like
You just watched it.
early this year.
Oh,
That's strange. That's really
yeah for
so that, like I wasn't really
fanatical Nolly
you get
person like
I
you.
was that's the thing. It was because it was like because of the whole idea,
Yeah.
violence and all that. That's why I
Yeah.
was just avoiding it. But
Oh, explicit scenes.
yeah, those kind of things.
Yeah.
So how about you? What's your
Well, I think it's not easy because you did your own 3-1. Like it was difficult for me before. 'Cause
that's the best.
I love the three movies. Like I love them a lot, and I have a lot of defense for them. You know me now. Like
Always have defense.
yeah, definitely. Like I'm not about you just coming out of nowhere to trash something that the director spent probably like 2 years. The actors spent like a full year going to a location and shooting, and they put a lot of work into it. So if you don't understand it, Don't come and be capping and telling us that it's trash. Don't trash talk it. So I'm always in the defense. Although, I mean, I have places here and there where I can say, oh, you could have done better here, you could have done better here. But like, I always first of all try to understand and appreciate before I can give your criticism. So first off will be Gangs of Lagos. Gangs of Lagos for me. The movie was
Okay.
I mean the movie was properly made. I saw this trash I call it trash really. Time will not permit me to, to elaborate, but I saw trash talking on what's it called on Twitter that time
Mm.
um, about it not resembling the violence in the what's called the violence in the movie not resembling the violence like in real life,
I don't understand.
like the fighting scenes where there's a way the taekwondo the jiggers they was put in.
Yeah.
Definitely allies don't fight like that. But it's the same thing with white movies. Like white movies, they don't fight like that. So you get it is for cinematic effect, for God's sake, bro.
Okay.
Do you understand? Like that,
Yeah.
the person that made the tweet was like, allies don't fight like this. Do
No,
you
no.
get
The
the
thing, I
idea?
don't know. The thing is this, right?
Yeah.
It's this is almost like the same thing we were talking about the last time, where we're
Okay.
saying that people just like to because they're happy the movie. Let me not
Yeah.
like it. And this one is just of the movie is nice. Like
Yeah.
everybody says, nice. You now stay. You now
You
deliberately
now
sit down
stay and try to
and now be
pick
looking for
one
trying
thing
to
that
pick
is
out.
not so that
What's your
like
problem? Why are you a
you
hater?
only you
Why?
will
Why are
be,
you?
a film critic. Only
Why,
you.
why that? It movie is nice, okay. And funny thing is that the way we used to
Yeah.
say, okay, the way you can start with, I appreciate this movie. The movie was nice, but I feel
Even
like
though
you have done it
they
better.
say it because they are about to critique it like
Yeah.
other.
And I say, but,
But
the but sometimes it's unnecessary.
I swear
The thing you
down.
just me saying now, we could have, like, nobody would have
Bro,
noticed that, but you
I
just had to
swear
deliberately say
down.
that, so
I
that
swear down.
I'll
Like
not be
you
among
must be
I'll
deep,
not follow
bro.
pick out.
You must be deeper
Just
than
have to
Dixon.
be.
But yeah, I saw the comment and I felt like it was trash because white people do it and you enjoy it.
Mm.
White people don't fight like that in real life. Like police chase, most of those police chases, those scenes, these archetypal scenes in movies, they are just put there for cinematic effect. Even the love stories, they are given a cinematic flair. It's done all the time because nobody will watch a boring. It will be boring. The way Agberos really fight is boring, you know. Except the fun in the fact that they break bottle and all of that one. Let's put that to the side. Not everybody finds that fun. Yeah. So, but I also think that I had a lot of characters there that I related to because I usually like to relate with characters on a very personal level. So Obalola is a character that I really relate to on a very
Lola
deep
is
level. Toby Bakri's
Toby
character,
Baker, right?
yeah,
All right.
Obalola, and I like the name. I like the meaning of the name. I think it means the next king. That's what it means. I think,
Obalola.
yeah, it
Mm.
means the next king. That's what it
So yeah,
means. I think.
educating me.
What?
Educating me on Yoruba language.
Ah!
Ha.
Oh,
See
so
life.
yeah. So and then I think close up would be
You hear about Say Brotherhood?
I won't say blood sisters, just so that because I know like let me know you know how much I love Jade Oshibero. But I don't want to cheat out the
Okay.
I love blood sisters too, so let's go with blood sisters as second. I think it was impressive acting, impressive casting. I think that the visuals was good.
Yeah,
Cinematography was
yeah,
really
really
good
nice.
and they
Even
took their
the
time on it.
what they had this costume.
Yeah,
Ah,
they selected that very well.
I said and there's some point I'll just go back just so that I'll just look at what Nancy Sima is wearing. Like I'll
Ah,
just
well, you guys are crazy. I don't think I ever did that. Like,
no. Like the dresses were actually really nice. And then this woman too.
Kane Bankole.
No. Kate Henshaw.
Oh,
You know when she just wear those gowns, those very, very, very weird looking
yeah.
cotton gowns,
But
and just
that
sit
woman
down.
was
And I
imperial
was
in
just
that
like,
movie. Like,
she was
see
giving.
woman in her 50s.
It was
What?
so nice. Like,
I like the power plays also. Like, I like the fact that the thing about these movies are like I told you is because of the characters. I find that characters that are very relatable are you know um movies in which the characters therein are very relatable and movies that I gravitate towards. It's like there has to be a character properly developed in such a way that it it echoes a reality, like it echoes something in real life. You get like Gabriel Afolayon's role, you know, that the many men are like that, controlled by their wives,
Yeah.
and many wives are like that, like many wives are like that, and then their little sister, and like the whole power play. You get all the things that are skeletons in the cupboard, in the family, and the fact that Demi appears to be good in front of many people and golden boy in front of plenty of people. He abuses his wife in a very barbaric way. Like I have not seen that one before. Like it passed me. Like you abuse your wife and then you paint her. Pablo Picasso. Bro, that's crazy. Like that's really crazy.
It was the part at the beginning where she came out with, I think she came out with the first dress she wanted to wear.
Mm.
And he told her to go and change it.
Yeah, like that
he
control freak. There's that control freak vibe he gave. Like
Yeah, I was so
that
happy.
was very toxic.
So
He was happy when he was killed.
happy when they killed him, bro.
Can you
I won't
imagine? Are you a
lie.
Christian?
I won't lie.
Today is Good Friday. Continue.
Like I was like, good riddance to bad rubbish.
Mm.
But then I was, I mean, what I don't even know what I was thinking when I
You're
thought
praying
that.
for that and die for your
Wait
enemies.
now. And I didn't know what I was thinking when I thought that they were not going to catch these guys. I'd be like, what else was the movie going like?
Going to
There
be
was,
about.
do you guess?
Mm.
Like they were obviously going to catch him, but we were like, Papa. Anyway.
Well, it felt like poetic justice. Like poetic justice served early on. Like the man dies, and then the chase. The entire movie is about the chase. But then people are like, people are speculating like amnesty for them and all of that and all of that. But let's just be hoping. They wanted to make a sequel one time.
Blood Sisters.
Yeah, they want to make a sequel. But
as in sequels, this other one.
Yeah, no.
Please, they should not do it.
You think that they don't have stuff to develop, but
oh my days.
Do you know the interesting thing about Blood Sisters? All 4 episodes were written by 4 different screenwriters.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So like I know that they will not run out of it. Like me now, I will watch the end credit.
Of course.
Like it's proper homage. It's proper homage to the people that put the movie together.
Of course.
Me
that doesn't give anybody homage. I'm sorry. I just watch. I like what you do. It's nice.
Yeah. But now that you have to talk about them, like how are you going to cope? You say, that man.
I will learn.
Look like that man.
I will learn.
You will learn.
I am learning
exactly
to appreciate,
the
artist as well as the work of art.
Mm.
Yes.
Beautiful stuff, actually. Beautiful stuff. So it means if they put together 4 different screenwriters. It was more than 4 actually. Some had 2 people collaborating on one episode.
Oh.
So if they could do that, that means they are like different tangents the movie could go on. Like the whole fact that Keaton Shaw had one of the sons there me from someone else and boom boom boom, like really crazy twisted, like dark, really dark, deep stuff.
It's funny how I think the part that got me was the part where the dogs found the man's
yeah, I had a friend who was like, what were the dogs doing there?
I was like people just, this is the problem. This is the problem I have with dogs. People
you took it out
guys
on the dogs.
people just snoop around. You do what you're not. Who asked you? There was so you don't have another place to go and find food. You went to go and put your nose where you're not supposed to put your nose.
But my own is why they did not bury the body well.
These guys were scared.
Yeah,
they were literally shaking.
Bro.
They were just shaking. So I was not surprised that they didn't do a perfect job with the
burying. I had a friend who said that was a blooper in the movie, and I said no. Like these guys, I share the sentiment that they were.
Right, yeah.
They are even inexperienced in doing stuff like that.
They didn't even plan to kill the man.
It was adrenaline rush.
Yes, and it was very accidental. So you don't expect that they'll now gonna start digging proper grave. Now putting me side very well, like
which by the way, not every man knows how to dig a proper grave. Like exactly. I'm saying, like even regular men, it takes even a regular alaye does not know how to. Like I'm saying an alaye or an agbero. Like it takes skill to dig a grave. People demean people's jobs. You think it's easy to dig a grave? 6 feet is not cheap, right? I wanted to say there's something I wanted to say there, but let me just keep it to myself. Yeah. So but the point is, when one of my friends said that that was a blooper in the movie, I, I said no. I said no. And then I loved Wale Ojo, right?
I always love Joe.
Bro, Wale
Like
Ojo is
every single
good.
time. The man was just I like the fact that he was a detective, just came back from Chicago. He was just giving this
Yeah,
American, trying to use the whole American
exactly.
system to
System. Do you see
try
how
and
messed up the
understand
thing
the
was?
Nigerian case.
By the way, did you see Shegwa reason spot belly?
Oh God. Check everything that is another person that I like seeing. Like I just like to see the
Do you?
man.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, I think it's from the old stock, so I really like.
There's the way he talks.
Is it
There's the way he talks, there's the way his eyes are
his
always
eyes?
are.
His
There's the way
eyes.
his eyes always are. Then
I look into your eyes and all I see is your stomach.
don't do that.
Okay, so yeah, then following will be
Brotherhood.
Brotherhood.
I feel like it's paining you that you have to put
Of
that second.
course, it's paining me. Of course, it's paining me now. It's paining me a lot. But
You don't like girl power.
somebody that's not it now. Blood
Okay.
Sisters has come second now.
Okay. No.
Hasn't it come second?
Okay.
Even though I don't like girl power, I mean, I'm opposed to like beating women, abusing women like that. Like, if it too worry you, right? If it too worry you, like pick somebody your own size. You know the way Anthony Joshua and Francis Ngannou. Okay, you don't know that. Do you know that? Okay, you
No.
don't know that. But there was this scene where he got to fight Maurice Sam. You know Maurice Sam now.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Maurice Sam, where they and me had to fight that guy he paid to. He had to fight the guy that the brother paid to kill him. You know they plan to kill two people now. Two people plan to kill him on that.
Oh,
on that wedding day.
wait.
His brother planned to kill him now. Don't you
I
remember?
know that. I just remembered something.
Okay.
Is it that guy on yellow?
Yeah, I think so.
That guy
Whatever.
went
the
on
well
the
built
wedding.
guy,
No.
not the no now.
There was one on the wedding day that came to kill him.
Really?
There was one that came to kill him on the wedding day. The day of the that day of the church
Yeah.
now. Oh God. Everybody was talking about how unskilled the man was. Like, right, I do not remember like what it was, but I know
I'm trying
You
to
don't
recall if he
remember?
was wearing
Ah.
yellow. No, like I'm trying to recall. But the guy's real name is Maurice Sam, and he's such a fine, like he's a fine looking individual. So people are
Sam
always
fine.
bound to trip, bro. He is fine, right? Yeah. So, but Maurice Sam is his name, and I don't know, he tried. He tried. I think that was like my first movie where I saw him. But I don't know, like the same person that came to come and kill him
The
now, that
person
he actually fought the guy, right?
They were fighting on the like staircase.
Yeah, that's the
area.
guy I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
now.
Yes, yellow.
Somebody
I
was
think so.
talking exactly. The guy was wearing yellow and
Wait, unskilled at what? At acting?
at acting and the way he came to do that
The
particular
job, the
role.
killer
Like
job.
they should have. Everybody just felt like they
They
should have
should
given it to someone else.
Like who?
I don't know, bro. But that place was me safe. Me safe. He said I love just that's my bone.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, you cannot know, bro. It was
Well,
the way he
it was too artificial.
yeah, it was, I was like, what? It's
Well,
how you they said to kill somebody, like actually kill the
yeah.
person. I can't remember what it was at the time, but I know it was very disturbing. Like we actually like it was the topic of discussion.
Really
Yes.
crazy, just really crazy.
But the guy is fine.
Yeah, he
I
is.
should check him out.
You
to
should
see.
check him out. I hope that in the next episodes you will not be
What do
drooling
you mean by
over
that?
him. Your eyes would have opened. The way your eyes open to how deep you are. This past
You are
African eye.
digressing.
What?
You're
I
digressing.
showed
to
you.
other
I
things.
showed you a mystery.
You're digressing.
I pour water for your eye. Your eye clean. You will not
Water
tell them.
doesn't actually clean.
What does it do? Be deep. Shows your true identity. And I have revealed it to you.
No, it's fine. Let's just leave that where it is.
So Brotherhood, I love Brotherhood because Faust is in it. Faust is such an impressive actor. And then
Yeah, I like
that-
the way he
yeah.
talks. I need to stop.
Which of them?
I need to stop contemplate. I need to stop talking about like those kind of. I don't know.
Traits.
Yes. Like I
Okay.
need to stop being extremely specific.
Okay, what is he giving?
I don't know what it's giving, but I don't like it.
Really?
But yeah, I just like the way Faust talks. He sounds
Which
very-
of the way he talks? Because there are many ways he talks.
the normal way he talks.
Which is the normal way? For the longest time, we always knew the normal way to
Not
be.
that's H factor thing.
No, but I really love that one. Like, that
I
one is
like it
cool.
too. Yeah, but I mean like Faust in
But you know, like his regular English is different from when he's, you know, when he's what's the word? When he's like, there are sometimes when he's speaking the English with an accent, like with a proper English accent. Is that the one you liked?
That's one I
But there's
like.
a regular English where the regular English he played Brotherhood with his regular English. Like he didn't play with the super proper and prim like English.
And
he's good with that one too. So I wanted to know, like, Faust
okay,
has different ways he talks.
wow, Faust, please, you need to.
I mean, there's a reason why an actor, I mean, a musician rather, will have won an AMCV, AM. I mean, I used to miss that thing, AMVCA twice. Like, which actor do you know? Which musician do you know?
Okay, I get that, but I think what I'm talking about, okay, just the way he talked in Brotherhood, I think that's his second speaking voice.
Oh yeah, second tier, right?
Yes, that's the second tier. So like, I like that one too. Right. I don't know. I think
so many things to like about Faust.
He's
Faust. Why are you keeping your face? I wish this was on camera so that we.
I'm happy it's on camera.
It's calm. So and then that was our introduction to Toby Bakre rather. That was our introduction to him. We didn't see Gangs of Lagos first, even though Gangs of Lagos was shot first. I think I've said this before already.
Who is we? I didn't see it first.
Like I'm saying, us, the audience, the consumers of.
Okay, you said Brother. Oh, sorry, I just keep forgetting that Brotherhood came out before Gangs.
Yes, Brotherhood came out before Gangs of Lagos, but Gangs of Lagos was shot first. So technically, Gangs of Lagos was Toby Bakre's like introduction to like cinema, but then we got to see Brotherhood first.
Yeah,
and like we got to see him in that gang feel, that gang vibe. Right, that
he said Gangs of Lagos. Sorry, Gangs of Lagos.
He's mixing up in your head.
Yeah, because I noticed that in Brotherhood, right? I don't know how to put this, but it wasn't as, I don't know if it was because like Gangs of Lagos was his first role. So there was plenty
intensity.
No,
there was some. In Brotherhood, he was slightly naive. Like he was the smart guy that people took advantage of.
I don't think so.
Like
No. I feel like right,
yeah.
In Brotherhood,
yeah,
he had already had his own fair share of like crimes and jail and all of that. So at this point where he came out, I don't think his initial plan was to even join those guys, right? So when that came to him, and then this other guy is not like, oh, him is not like, okay, I can print identity people. At that point, I think what that thing was just
one of stuff.
Let me not come and do past myself, because I feel like if he wanted to actually be his original, what was that his name? Kalashnikov. Wanted to be the original Kalashnikov. He would have actually done it. It's just that.
Done what exactly?
Like, he was trying.
Tougher than he
would have. Yes, he was trying to.
Your what's called your problem? Not your problem. Your observation rather is that he is tougher in Gangs of Lagos than in, like, I mean, he's more intense in the acting, the role, than he is in Brotherhood.
And you were now saying that
I'm saying that it's because of the role. My perspective is because of the role, but you was trying to say that it's not the role that diminishes him. It's the fact that the decisions that he has to make after jail.
Yes,
it's not to join any gang or boom.
I mean, it's not as if his plan was, well, I'm coming out, I'm going to be a good person.
Yeah.
Right? But at that point, like this,
but also it wasn't like he was going to be a bad person. He was so good for himself.
These guys were already like, they already had their boss. There was already Shadow.
Meanwhile, Basket was good.
Yeah.
Shadow.
I told you, I think I mentioned that I didn't even recognize him.
You didn't recognize him?
I was just like, I know this guy.
It's not that I didn't recognize him. I was scared of him. He was that good. Like, he was that good. He felt like I was Kala and I was about to join the gang. I like, bro, who wouldn't be scared? But you were saying stuff.
So yeah, there's already Shadow. There's already
all the hierarchy and stuff.
Those guys.
Yeah.
So him now coming inside to now come and say, okay, this is the way I want to. This is the way I want to. This is the way you guys should. I felt like he just felt it was unnecessary, based on, okay, people should do your thing. If you need me, I will contribute. If you do not, then I can.
There was definitely that surrendering. That's what I'm saying. Is that, like, it was about the role, because like he was looking for a better life. The motivations for the two of them, the motivations for the two roles are slightly different. I think, like, just very slightly.
Okay.
Do you get like this? The motivations for Kala is this a certain naivety that Kala has. Like the certain naivety, there's a certain surrendering to reality that Kala has. Like, is that like, okay, let's do this one. Let's trust who we need to trust. Let's do this one for old time's sake. Let's do this one. Like, I don't know how to pitch it, but then it made him to Kawa, and he wasn't the gang leader type. Kala was not the gang leader type. He was the, yeah, we go do bad thing and stuff. I mean, he already had him and his brother. He was never a gang person. Like, he just him and his brother. And by the way, let's let's not miss the fact that Faust was also a thief when they were small. Oh, there's
Ah.
this, what do you call it again in that episode? Olokba Abi or waiting. Like the two of them, they used to thief together when they were small. It's just that one person
I
ended on the other
missed
side
it,
of the law.
right? I was actually trying to figure out was what like what the background story was because no, they didn't actually
Give
they did
us so
not
much
do
background.
typical Nollywood definitely. They did not do
Yeah,
that because flashback can show us what happened at the beginning.
yeah.
Right. But I was trying to now see that's why join together like what actually happened between these two guys.
Mm.
You know, like the aunt would just come and say things like, but he went the reason he went to the pharmacy to steal the drug was because he
We
was
were
feeling
sick.
up sick and all that kind of thing. So I was trying to figure out, like trying to trace it back to what actually happened, but
Mm.
I wasn't getting it. So I
So
just
the thing is, Carla and they killed their parents in the beginning of the movie.
mm-hmm.
The auntie, they move in with the auntie,
Yeah.
and they grew up together, of course, street life and all of that. And then other kids. That's where Osi Okije's role, like when they were kids, come in because
Yeah.
they used to thief from even their auntie.
Okay,
Do you
yeah, I remember
understand?
that,
They used to
yeah.
thief from their auntie, and Kala was very smart. Kala was the smartest, like among all of them.
Mm.
Do you get? And also there was the incident where where Files was sick, and Kala had to steal for him. So I think it's just like life now. Probably different exposure, right? Different exposure, different company. And the other guy, that's Files, ends up pursuing ends up having ambitions on the other side of the law,
Mm.
and then Kala doesn't catch up. And I just think that that's just how life is. And
Actually, it is now. We talk about it all the time how your childhood affects you
your
as an
adulthood,
adult,
like,
right? But then there's someone that okay because I was this way,
yeah,
I will
I'll
now do the
change
opposite. But there's someone that's oh
because I was this way.
I will this how I am
Yeah,
going
and,
to
and many
continue.
times it looks like you are not the one that chooses, right? Many times it looks like you're not the one that chooses because life hits you so hard. Like the thing that it's possible that the two of them were exposed to the same circumstances,
Mm-hmm.
but because of the personality, like the slight personality differences that they have, this guy was able to draw motivation from it to continue chasing, his military ambitions, or to even have a military ambition. Maybe he got exposure. It could just be a very tiny difference, and it could even be the very same thing they were exposed to that made Kala to like, I beg, I don't want to. Do you get?
Mm.
Is it could be a very tiny difference, but what I'm saying is that that's different for Obalola. Obalola was a gang guy to begin with. Like he
From
grew up
the
watching
onset,
gangs.
yeah.
Do you understand? He grew up,
I mean,
what did he
for a child to already be at that age, he took that woman when they went to take that woman at the
do you get?
beginning. He the woman's purse and then he put a knife to her neck. Like
It
that
wasn't
audacity
you get
already.
it
Yeah.
wasn't just thievery. Like the boy wasn't just about stealing. He was about like control. He watched, what do they call that thing? Eleni. He watched the gangs rule that community.
Mm.
And that was his aspiration. Do you get? That was his goal, to be the chief. And in fact, do you notice that he was even satisfied being that way when was Bimbo's dad? I've forgotten what the man's name was in the movie.
Mm.
He was satisfied being the man's boy for a while because of what he was looking to get.
Yeah, from here.
Through Pana will make it in the industry. Of course, he will now go and become a software engineer. He will japa. Do you remember that was his plan? He was going to japa. So he already had his life like mapped out and everything, but he now had to stay back to protect the people he loved. Like it became an ambition, and like that's how ambitions like grow. You get so the makeup of the two of them, the motivations are like very slightly different, and that's the reason why Obalola cannot be manipulated the way Kala was. Kala was manipulated. I mean, obviously, right? Obviously, because this guy is a thief, but then there's a little naivety to him. But Obalola is a gang member.
I mean, and Obala was like you said, the way he had already made plans for his life,
Yeah.
and especially when that guy already told him that that's the person he was staying with.
Mm.
I've forgotten what they called him, but
Mm.
like the guy that was,
Oh, that man loved them, by the
yeah.
way. Oh, that
So
man loved them.
so he was, and then he already had plans for them not to go like to this whole gang thing, like
Yeah.
go to school and all of that, and then they now killed the man,
When
and
he killed that man,
then.
you know that scene got me. Did that scene get you? That scene
uh
got me. That scene touched my
it
heart,
was
bro.
when his wife or some woman
Mm.
something came outside and she
She
saw him.
cried. Bro, she screamed.
And then well, like now, like the ambition the ambition changed for the guy, like, okay, we'll go to school, but let's get back on these people first, because like
Whoa, I like
he
the way he
really really
steadily
really,
was planning.
yeah.
I was like, the role inspired me. I watch that movies a lot of times. It feels like Peaky Blinders. It feels like Peaky Blinders, and I don't know. I gravitate towards you know roles as such. It's crazy. No worry, I have no intentions of being a gang
All
leader.
right.
I have no intentions of being a gang leader, but I
Ah,
love I love the responsibility about the role. I love the responsibility about the role. And with brotherhood, there was still this love. We'll talk about that all of that in a bit when we delve really deeply into the whole blood connections, water connections, and all and which, right? But I love the way the guy in all of the things that Kala was doing, Files loved his brother, and it was
yes, yes,
it was
yes,
clear.
yeah.
The only thing he did not have so much for his brother was respect. But I think I like that he loved his brother. I really like
I
it.
mean, like, I don't understand what you mean by he didn't have respect for him.
It's just that thing of demeaning people of lower status in society, especially people
uh,
that human beings. We're very hypocritical people. We judge people all the time, like especially sometimes we judge them because they don't have our ideologies, not because they have a lower ideology. Just because they don't have ideologies, we judge them, and sometimes because we don't understand the motivations for why they do what they do. So he judged his brother for not taking the same path he took because he did not know how easy it was, how fortunate, how lucky he was to have ended up on the other side of the law. Like, do you get? Like, he
mm,
judged his brother because his brother still ended up being a thief. Like, do you understand?
okay, I get that.
And the judgment comes out when he's talking to the mama, when he's saying that he will not invite them to the wedding. Boom, boom, boom. That um, then the mom says, "Is it not the same? Do you know what he went through?" Boom, 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 boom. And then she responds, "I went through the same thing, and boom, boom, boom. But I came out on this other side." And then when they meet,
But then
when
I
they meet,
mean,
he,
I
he,
I
you
I
know, he
want
judged his brother a
to.
lot.
There was that, but then there was also the fact that he was okay. He was trying to protect himself.
Okay,
Really,
from the influence.
no, not from influence, from like his father-in-law, aka boss,
Oh,
finding out that, because he had told everybody that his brother was a criminal now,
oh, there's
at
that.
the office there. So he was at that point of not inviting him for the wedding. I think
Mm,
that whole thing was just him
trying to
trying to play
protect.
insecure, because he had not told anybody. I know all these secrets, all these agents, all these
Mm,
first things, right? And like he had you sign agreements and all this kind of thing, and then that
yeah,
confirmed, oh, you were lying and all of that, and then
yeah.
Kala shows up to the wedding with his guys. And they come and make a whole. I was like, you guys, like, you would even try. At least just come to the wedding.
We borrowed vehicles,
Be
so
normal
like they
people.
rented
You
vehicles
get
and came.
just be normal people and just come for the wedding and just go. But no, you guys came in with mints. Came with spray money. Like the show was, he was really upset.
bro, that was just really
He was
crazy.
really upset, and like the way the father was just looking at her, like,
Yeah.
and then when everybody now got to find out, like, I he was, I think what he was just trying to do was do you, but just stay away from me.
Okay.
Like at this point of me being, I don't know what it
Being
was,
yeah,
but
okay,
like
being an officer of the
being
law,
outside the law, yes, at least okay. Let people know. It's not. Now I'm saying, okay, now it's coming from my. It doesn't sound like a. Let people not know that you're my brother.
bro. You didn't
There's
respect
there's
that
there was
dude.
that, okay, but
You didn't
he was
respect
also
that dude.
scared for his own
Yeah,
life. So like
definitely.
being able to move from this other side of the law to this other side of the law.
Yeah,
Imagine they now finding out everything about,
that
like,
I'm affiliated to
you
you and my
get, and
past
all
and
of
boom,
that.
boom, boom.
Yeah. So there was
It
that.
does make
There was
sense.
that part.
Before we go any further, I want us to tip our hats off to Deborah Macaroni, who's impeccable actor in both. He knows in Gangs of
He was in
Lagos now.
Gangs of Lagos. What was
Yeah,
his name in
now
Gangs of Lagos?
was the guy that Obalola slaughtered. They removed his intestine.
Yes, it was the one that was shaking when they came to
Bro,
kill him,
anytime I see
and
him,
he
all
was
I
trying
think of is
to.
Motunde. Oi.
He was trying
anytime I,
to. He was
bro,
trying to explain himself.
bro,
The man was like, and
he's
that
giving
guy,
this Godfather
and
vibes.
that guy was heartless. That guy was wicked. He just came to him and he's talking and he's like, relax now, sit down. He knew that man knew, like, Mr. Akron knew that was the end of his life. Like that day was the day he was going to die. But the man was still making it look like, calm down now, like,
I think they
relax.
stole that feel from Godfather. Like, well, not stole as it's still all the time, but bro, people are wicked in this life. People are wicked in this life. You've seen scenes where people are wicked.
That's
People are
why I don't like
wicked.
watching all these kind of things. At
But
that point, I
macaroni
was so scared.
in
Like,
yeah.
hey, they're going to kill this man. They're going to
Of
slaughter him.
course they were going to kill him.
They are going to kill this man. This man, I when I saw him, I say, oh, this one's already dead. Like, I just
Bro.
knew. I just knew that this is the end of his life.
Yeah, crazy, just really crazy. But then in Gangs of Lagos, I say Gangs of Lagos Brotherhood,
Brotherhood.
he did a really good job. Say make we cool temper, make we cool temper. And then that's like my second favorite scene now, where Shadow tells Kala, you won't shoot me. Kala, you won't shoot me. Or yeah, shoots me. Aye! And he say, I don't say, Kala don't finish.
Like,
I don't say,
I
Kala
was
don't
just like,
finish.
at that point, right?
Yeah.
I knew that, no, obviously, Kala was not going to shoot him because
It wasn't a smart decision to do, of course, to make
mad.
rather at that time.
He's not mad. Like,
But
the way
it
when-
feels to me like the heat of the moment, Kala would have wounded him. I feel like Kala would have wounded him and damned the consequence. Like they are like, let's assume it didn't go that way. I feel Kala shoots him, they shoot him, but Kala will wound somebody. Like that's just the way many of these gang fights are like that. Like it is obvious. I can't beat you. Like let's compare. It looks like we've totally left Blood Sisters. Let's hold on to it. It's like we've left it. We've left it at the behind. Check out when this guy thought that the death of Pana, it was Latan's crew, was in London. I think that London's gang. I think I'm hoping I can remember. That's Latan's crew now. Ibile.
Yes.
When he went to fight them, he wasn't going to fight as per I'm going to go and kill everybody. He went to fight as per this is where I'm going to die. Do you get? Like when he went to fight to avenge this guy.
Yes.
He went to fight there because he was planning to die there. It was when planning to fight there. And that line is Benny Bruce Lee. So Benny Bruce Lee, you know, get sense. You want to come and die. Now they now told him the real story.
Okay.
That they set actually if he fought there, the odds were against him. He was going to die. Do you get? Obalola was going to die in that in that particular event. So if the same thing that I told you now, that's like gang mentality. If he applied the same mentality, the goal is just to give somebody severe wounds, like the kind of wound that they will not recover from soon, right? Lose your life in the process. So if he did that to Shadow, no be all this one way Shadow just the this is when OCKJ kills Shadow. Shadow knows he's about to die. He just brings out his cigar. Like I think he died in a very respectable fashion. Guy, betrayal.
Guy, Sha.
So I love the way the characters were developed in such a way that it reflects reality. And people are like that, like, and they start in small things. I saw that thing coming. I saw.
Yeah. I saw it coming. Like I wasn't even surprised like when it happened because places where like that part where they had already what was even going on. They're supposed to go for that other. I think they had like two. What was happening in that place? They had like two
missions.
Yes, so they are going for the first one.
Yeah.
And that was that first bank.
Yeah.
That time where they killed this guy's father-in-law.
Okay.
Where they killed the police officer, where they killed father-in-law.
Yeah, but it was supposed to complete the mission. Like it was a two.
Yes. But then everybody they're not trying to now see how they will not go for the second one. And the guy was like, no. that we're not doing that we have to go. And then the other time there was also more
It
argument
is
about
the Ojuju Calabar
sharing money.
incident. The first me when I suspected him was the Ojuju Calabar incident. When they did that first Ojuju Calabar. Now usually the way that's why I told you this Kala is not a gang guy. Kala wasn't planning for people to die in his robbery.
Mm.
That's not gang mentality. In gang mentality, that is as opposed to Obalola. Looks like this it looks like this episode is this episode is more is more of color analysis of color and Obalola than it is blood and water. But you get to the we'll get to the blood and water soon. Um um Gang mentality is I don't care who dies in the process. I don't care who dies in the process. But no, the way Kala was planning his missions, people were not supposed to die. OCOKJ, just because he had guns, access to guns, right? Now shot somebody. Remember, it's Kala that gave them access
Yeah.
to, all those
Yeah.
weaponry and stuff. So I don't know. The guy was too excited. He was trigger happy, and he now shot somebody. He said he wanted to make it real. That was the first time they had an issue, and that's when Shadow came and said, "No, normal." They said it the first time, and that's why when they now killed the guy's father-in-law, the guy said, "No, normal, still not normal." That's why he was really vexing. I was so happy about the way I'm so happy about the way he killed OCOKJ. What did you even say? Is it Konidafwe? I like the way when he pulled the trigger on him, like just
went out of the door. I was like,
bust him out of the door.
Maybe dramatic effect was necessary.
It was necessary, like
very, very necessary.
It was necessary, very, very necessary. So why did we even get here again, sir?
Okay, we're talking about
shooting Shadow, shooting right?
Shadow. Well, I was like that. If like was we
that Kala would not have shot that.
Yeah, that Kala just brought out the gun.
That was
the other guys, Shadow's guy, everybody just brought out the gun like.
See, Debo was always Kala's guy. Kulu temper. Then Tommy Toes went to go and find love. I like the bad girl vibe. I like the bad girl vibe. She
8-0.
Yeah, she tried. She tried. I think this is a good place to talk about like loyalty, gang loyalty, and I think this is a good place to segue into the whole blood.
Oh, water.
You've seen it downstairs, like because there are many reasons why people say blood is thicker than water. I believe that I think there's just something about people that share the same blood with you, like people are like your family. That no matter what happens, no matter how many times you try to disown them, they are like your relatives. Like you cannot. Have you had that incident where you quarrel with your sister, you both fought, and or maybe your mom, your dad did something. Okay, I know you just don't have the heart for it.
Well,
you quarrel and you pack your things. I'm leaving this house.
And the thing is this, right? I think, right. There are people, because there was a time I used to be of the opinion that because someone is your family doesn't mean they can be terrible people to you, and then you now be going about this mindset of, okay, let's say you have a very, 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 a very wicked auntie or someone, an auntie that doesn't like you, right? But then everybody says, auntie, but she's your auntie, right? And then you now be allowing yourself.
You sounding very pained.
No,
Are you talking from first-hand experience?
There's no first-hand experience actually.
Okay.
It's just like something I was discussing with somebody.
Yeah.
Right, and I feel like there are levels to the kind of beef that can separate family members.
Okay.
Do you understand? So if you're talking about me and my sisters in the house, we are in the same place. Obviously, we'll clash. Things will happen. Yeah. Even like with your parents in the same house, then you will clash. Things always happen, right? But there are situations where, because there are so many like situations in life where siblings have separated. As in, like you hear that this sister was trying to kill this other sister.
Okay.
Or this brother was trying to kill this other brother. So like things like that happen actually. So the whole blood kind of water, there's that, this person is my family member. Yeah. So there's always the thing is, there's how someone is outside, maybe just a friend. Yeah. Or I say just a friend. Or like an acquaintance or something, or just any other type of relationship, and it's very easy for you to just break it off with the person. Like, I know they do again. Yeah. You don't to try me, but like for the family, there's always that. This person is my family member.
Yeah,
so
like
there's always the time that there's more. You can it's easier for you to tolerate.
Yeah,
There's
the
more
tolerance
that
threshold
yeah,
is like
this is
high.
high exactly. There are more chances of you okay keeping up more with the person just because the person is family. But it doesn't
Mm.
now mean that there's because there are so many instances
Could it
of
probably be the way we look at it? Like I think that people paint it that way. Like it's just the way we've painted it that made us to work hard to sustain the
to
relationship.
sustain the
Like
relationship.
remember what I told you at the beginning that I realized while I was looking up the aphorism. It's not an aphorism. It's not even an adage, right? Aphorism means wise saying. It's not a wise saying. It's just an observation. It's just a
Mm.
figurative statement. The etymology of the figurative statement doesn't even mean what we what we call it today. In fact, it means the contrary, right? And notice that that contrary was something that people respected. So that's like people respected the fact that if me and you we do a blood covenant, as shown in many Nolly movies that you probably have seen, where we lock our love in a padlock and throw the key into the evil forest and all of that. Or we cut. There's one they used to do in primary school. You cut your hand. You cut small blood. You cut. I don't. I swear. I saw it in movies. I don't know. I don't. As people
Is
talked
this
about it in movies.
experiential knowledge?
It couldn't be. It couldn't be. What
Okay.
did I know in primary school?
People knew things. Oh. Really
Really,
do.
me, I was dumb.
Hmm.
I was so dumb. I was so dumb. I wonder how I was breathing. Oh, Shasha, they will cut your hand. You will now lick the blood. Cut your hand and lick
Oh,
the blood.
jeez.
That's a way to show that your blood is now running through my veins and mind
Mm.
deep. You must be deep,
Oh,
bro.
please.
But in any case, people behaved like people behaved according to the aphorism at the time. So I'm talking the etymology of the blood being thicker than water, right? Blood of covenant being thicker than like the water of the womb, right? So
Mm.
because people said that a lot, so people had to live in accordance with it. Do you get the idea?
Yeah.
So now I feel like because people say blood is thicker than water in the way that they say it, and I think also it's been affected by the fact that the statement was shortened. So the full thing, like I said, is the blood of covenant is thicker than the water of the womb,
Mm.
right? The water of the mother's womb, right? But then it's shortened to blood is thicker than water. So people just assume that blood is thicker than water means that familial connections are, superior, stronger to any other connection. And then they begin to live in accordance with it.
Yeah.
And so because of that, they tolerate their friends less. And then
Yes.
they just find it, incredibly easier to tolerate
To
their
family
family.
members.
Do you get? And living in accordance with that, they teach that to their children, they influence society that way. It goes on and on and on. So imagine if we treat our friends
The same way we treat our family.
exactly, and that is what Nancy did with Inidima
Yeah,
Koje.
in blood sisters. That was very, very nice. I like the way you connected
No,
it. I just have to. I like
trust
the
me,
way you
like
did
trust
it.
me, trust me.
But yeah, like it was really like really emotional. Oh, I mean, I like all this emotional sentiments. I
Of
like it.
course, why wouldn't you?
I like it.
But
But
not only Nancy and Indima. Of course, if you come to
Gangs of Lagos.
Gangs of Lagos,
Yeah.
Obalola, in fact, he called them his family.
Yes.
Them gifts, Pana,
Mm.
called them his family, and their
It was the
mothers.
way. It was the
Do you
way.
understand?
Yeah. It was the way. How it was the way when gifts. That's it. That scene where Panam died. That when they went to mortuary and then
Where are you?
she was pitying.
Hey, bro, no, that was
God.
very
Like
relatable.
my friend was crying on the midnight.
Now
I
for
woke
cry
up.
you.
I woke up. I saw
I for
Princess
cry
shedding tears. I
you.
tried to see Princess. I just woke up. I saw. I think Princess is just a movie. It's just a
You were
movie.
watching it with someone.
No, I was asleep. Like I'd
Okay.
already seen the movie.
Yeah.
She was watching it in the night. Like everybody was sleeping, and then I woke up.
Okay.
And I saw something. I said, "What's going on? Calm down.
Bro.
It's film."
No.
Yeah,
Even
sorry.
that thing of his film. They work these days for me again. If I won't cry, bro, I go cry.
No, I'm still for me hard guy.
I've never heard of stone. The thing is, if you preserve the tears, you now go and cry for you now go and cry later. And people will be thinking it's something else that triggered it. They don't know that you're preserving tears from
Yeah,
someone that cry. You just wake up in the
Bro.
night. Have you ever woken up in the night and started weeping?
No.
You don't know what that feels like, do you?
Okay.
Thinking about it now, is that droplet I see coming out from your eyes?
Uh-uh. Come on
Hey,
now. You
you're
said
from
if you
her
don't
guy.
rate me. Come on.
Well, you're saying
What was I
stuff.
saying?
Well, first you were talking about emotional sentiments
Yes,
from
emotional
blood
sentiment from
sisters
there.
before.
So like the whole part where I can't, my the memory I have of it is quite vague right now, but
Yeah,
it was the way she pulled, like, Inidima was very scared.
yeah,
I like it, but like
chicken-hearted.
she was so.
In fact, if not in Idima, Nancy they would not cut them.
Yes,
I
and
say that
like
boldly with my full
if not
chest.
for Nancy, they would have actually. It would have been very
It
at
would
the
have been so
beginning itself.
easy.
That very easy
She
for
would
them
have
to
come out
just.
to confess, I killed my husband.
I'm the one that did it. He's dead. I'm the one that.
And she would have said nothing about the gravity of domestic abuse.
Yeah, exactly. But like it was the way she carried her and pulled out from me. Like, you can't be behaving like this. You can't be. And grateful for friends like that. Really,
Bro,
so grateful for friends like that, for people like that, because
people are willing to cover for
ha
you. Like, people are willing to see the risk that she was
that she
taking.
took. Like,
All the
do you
risk that
get?
she killed him. She
At that point, she was even ready to say to. I think, like, I feel like Nancy, they were very easy for Nancy to just say,
I did it
"I
and
am the
got
one
to
that did it."
jail
Yeah, exactly.
on
On
behalf of
her
her
behalf,
friend.
it was so nice. And they said that, okay, because like I think it was the premiere. I was watching
Mm.
like videos,
Okay,
stuff like
interviews and
Instagram and all
stuff.
of that,
Okay.
and Edima was just talking about, like, they're just talking about how real,
He
like,
got
the
how
whole thing.
he got in
Hey, they
Idima.
cried though. Very serious tears, like
They cried both when they were acting the movie and when they were watching it.
and I
I
watching
saw I
it.
saw Enigma, and I think it was
Oh
maybe
my
I think it was a
god.
terrible. Well, I think it was a low period for Enigma. I think because she had surgery and something around.
Oh really?
Yeah, so like in real life, it was a. I think she channeled it. In real life, it was an intense period for her,
Okay.
and so movies give them these opportunities to
To
bond and
bond.
all of that.
Yeah, that's one thing I noticed too.
Although gifts, I heard Chike just came for 3 days. The guy is such a celeb. Don't worry if he was working with directors, white directors like Christopher Nolan, they are here. The man does not keep chair for his actors.
So,
Yes, because if you are sitting down, you are not working. He doesn't
hmm.
treat them like celebs. He comes to his set, everybody's working. But that's besides the point. I just heard Chike came and shot for 3 days only. Like he was the one. He would just come and shoot and go. Funny how we see him throughout the movie, and it's just how
You
we
get,
feel.
yeah.
Crazy movies do a lot of things to us.
Huh?
Very same thing Obalola does, and I like the idea of loyalty, like the way they were raised, and I think it makes sense. I think it's just what we are taught. People saying that thing, blood is thicker than water. Blood is thicker than water. Blood is thicker than water. And I think it's a good place to reference the South African series Blood and Water, because it has the same idea that, you know, it's crazy. You know, if there is somebody, think about this. Think about how your disposition to somebody you considered water, like water relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Think about how it would change when you find out that they are blood.
Mm.
Why you say like that? Like
Like
that was deep.
that was deep. I'm trying to.
Like trying to process. So you see
But
that the
yeah,
thing is the
actually, it
mindset.
even happens like like just normal everyday life. Let's say there's someone you didn't know was your cousin's
Cousins,
brother's
fathers,
uncle,
brothers.
and then
Exactly. You
one
just treat him
day,
like a friend.
yes, and
You
then
don't
one day
even
you
want
hear
to
that
die
the
for him.
person, yeah, one day the person is, because even let's not even go too fast. If this
Yeah.
is someone, like, let's say you just meet someone that is from your village,
From your village.
just village, or these people are
Okay.
not too blood like that,
Yeah.
or someone that is from your family house, kini. I meet the person, so you're like, let's say you need something, if everybody wants to reach out to it, or maybe you're always trying to, let me do this for this person, and that kind of thing. So that one,
Exactly.
it's just like, it's just the
Mindset.
yes. It's
So
just
I
the
mean,
mindset.
do you get, if the person is a water relationship and then you find out that the person is blood, right? You know, things become.
I think that's what happens in marriage.
I mean,
water relation, water.
what's the water relationship talking stage?
Two people from different water, two from different bloods that are waters to themselves now decide to come together and become. They're not, they're not become blood to now make other bloods. See what I'm saying?
This one is even deeper than me. This
Calm
one
down now. So like two people now come together, decide that they want to be you now have to this person. If you and this person were not married, there's
Yeah.
certain things this person would do that you will not tolerate. But
Yeah.
now both of you are now in quotes blood
Yeah.
together one. So
Mm.
there are certain things you not say okay. He's my husband.
So I think
It's
it
my
would
wife.
change the
That
way
kind
we
of thing.
treat our like relationships generally, and this makes sense in our culture, like council culture. Where we see now all this wokeism, we not have it as Africans. Like
Bro.
so Western folks
Like
have just have
it's
just well, we're giving us enlightenment. They've given us, wokeism, cancel culture, where we say, I will do something to you. And instead of you telling me what the thing is, you go on Twitter and call me out. And it sounds so cool. It sounds like.
But yeah, I feel like, right, that, like, if we could just treat our friends better, like, in a way that, because everybody's just looking at it as, this person is, what's the word? Is it indispensable?
Oh, indispensable means like you cannot do without them.
No.
Dispensable.
Dispensable.
That you
Like this person can
be
be replaced.
replaced.
Yes,
Yeah.
this person can replace. Should be friends. There are many friends out
They're
there.
very
There are
painful.
so
When
many
I
people
think
out
about
there.
that, I recall like I treated my friends that way in the past. Like I treated my friends like they could be replaced.
I mean, I don't want to say I've
And
always
damn,
been a
it's so
good friend from the beginning
so
because I know I was
so
not.
painful, bro. So
I know I
painful.
was not.
And
But
the thing is,
like,
like, I didn't see it like that. I didn't see it. I didn't see, like you are in, you are in the bubble, and you think that you are right for thinking this way,
yeah.
right? So I didn't see it like that. I was thinking that, you know, s- you know, treating. I didn't think that treating them that way was treating them like they were dispensable.
Okay.
But when you get sometimes you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
be like that, and when you're saying stuff, you're saying it, and and you're doubling that, especially in the heat of the moment, the heat of pain, anger, annoyance, and all. But of course, we learn, and I think repenting and changing your mind often, agreeing that
And
submitting,
actually doing the things and not just changing your
yeah,
mind that I'm going to be treating my friends
yeah,
as indispensable people and they're not doing anything about it.
about it. But people just say things all the
Just
time,
there.
things like "you're valuable to me" or "I love you,"
Okay.
or
All
like they
right.
want to,
That something happens and then
and then they're not there, and all of that.
oh,
The efforts and all of that counts.
I
But
think people just feel like
mm. But
like
do you think people are indispensable? Definitely, there are some people that are. I think that for me, um, I feel like there are people that are indispensable in my life.
they're definitely yes.
I have to
people
just start out with that assumption that these people are indispensable, just so that I can walk around it. Like, do you understand?
I get what you mean.
Okay,
I actually
but
do
you
get
have
what you
a
mean.
different
Right.
opinion
But
on
then
this.
the thing is this, how you have somebody.
Mm.
And if you're looking at it from, I understand what you mean.
Yeah.
This is simply because we have talked about this before.
Really?
Yes, but the part where it's like, oh, you're seeing everybody as indispensable, so you do not
Okay.
put effort to maintain the relationship because you're like, oh, I beg, but whatever. This person will have other people, or this person, these
Wait,
people.
I don't get that.
Do you know what I'm saying?
You're seeing everybody as dispensable.
As
I got confused.
as
I think,
dispensable, yes,
okay.
you're seeing everybody as dispensable.
Yeah.
So you're not putting any effort to keep the person. Like
Okay.
you just see all your friends as dispensable people. Like I
Okay.
beg, this one can.
That's not my opinion, no.
Okay.
Is that what you thought my opinion was?
No. I said I understood where you're coming from
Okay.
because like we've talked about this before.
Okay.
Yeah.
What we talked about, just to be clear, because it'd be like saying I don't remember again. I
Don't
swear.
worry, we
I
have talked
swear.
about it.
I swear.
We have.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
be clear. What I meant was that I started with the assumption that there are a few people that I cannot do without, that is that indispensable.
Okay.
And the rest of the people have to be walked up to the point where they are indispensable.
They're indispensable.
Do you get, like, so there are some people that you can allow to go, because friendship is, and I think it's because of that window. I didn't complete my sentence. Friendship is not a do or die like affair. Some friendships, that is. Some, too much. Have you seen that meme?
Mm-mm.
The meme said everybody, I think he said, I can allow you to live my life or whatever. But he said, but you will not live my life. You know too much. It's either friendship or death.
Oh wow, okay,
Yeah.
like LEAV.
Yeah, like you will not
Alright.
live my life, like it's either friendship or death. So I mean, friendships, people become friends based off of value, right? I believe that primarily that's where it should start. We value the same things,
Yeah.
right? And many times we're aiming towards the same things. right? Or there could be one way or the other where each, we benefit each other,
Mm.
or maybe one of us just benefits the other person. I
Yeah.
also believe that friendships do not necessarily need to start out symbiotic. Do you get? The two of them do not necessarily need to benefit each other. Like, it's just opinions I hold here and there. They may change and all, but it's just food for thoughts, right? So I think because of that perspective, it becomes loose. The idea that people can walk into your life and walk
I'll
out.
work out.
So it's like any small thing, you just want, you say,
You can
I
work
know
out
do again,
and
just walk out,
can just work out.
right? And
There's no effort to try to.
keep or
Yes.
maintain, right? Or
Yeah.
yeah, you get, or assume that that person, you know, is indispensable. That if the person walks out your life will fracture. Do you get?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I think I developed like a heuristic for thinking about that, like for practicing that, by saying the way I see it for me is like when people come into my life, and this looks just really it looks one of my friends said it's not that deep, but it actually is. It actually is, because when you think about it without this type of heuristic, you will just be letting people go.
Yeah.
So when people get into my life, I give them a role. It's like they occupy a room in my heart, that kind of thing,
Mm.
where no other person can do for them what they do for me. So if they leave, that room is empty. That role is like nobody can be like them to me. Nobody can be like them for me. Right? So if they leave, my life is going to fracture in a way. So that way you find out that if people leave your life actually is going to fracture in some way. Because you're not, if it doesn't, like, what was the use of you guys
Yeah.
being friends to begin with? You're not going to act like they were nothing, like nothing happened. You guys did not have good times. You guys, your person didn't come through for you and all of that jazz. So what happens is people are actually irreplaceable to me. It's not like they're irreplaceable to me, but it's not that they're indispensable.
Okay.
It looks like a play on words, but it isn't. People are irreplaceable. People come into my life. When they leave, I can't replace them with somebody else, no matter how similar what the new person is doing for me that they were doing for me. Because there's just the unique touch, the unique vibe that they brought into my life. But very few people are actually indispensable. When you think of indispensability, like I can't do without this person. Like if this person, if you leave me, I go bye. You understand that kind of thing. So I think if people, I think if people relate with people like that, you know, it will be a hard pick between blood or water. What do you think?
Yeah, but we are still going to. There'll always still be the question of blood or water.
I think there will always be the question
There will
of blood or
always still
water.
be the question of blood or water.
So we should ask our audience the question.
Blood. Why did I? Why did I whisper? Ah,
We should ask the question. Which which is which is thicker,
which is thicker,
blood
blood or
or
water?
water? With this few, it's
Few
very few
few points of
points
us.
of ours.
Yes. What do you think, dear listener?
See you in the next one.
Yeah. Bye.